Hello everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Got another Bazaar run, and I think let's rock some Pygmalion. So this is our second video on the channel with the new patch. The last one was quite a spicy Vanessa game. But we're going to do some Pygmalion. And what do we have? We got 1 silver tier skill, we got 5 gold and 2 income. Now, what I will say with this new patch is they reduced a lot of the gold you get from fighting monsters, PvE fights. So I think in that case, income has become a lot stronger to sort of make up for that discrepancy. So this becomes, quite a nice option because of that +2 income. Or we just get 2 medium silver tier items, which is also pretty strong. But, mediums, you might hit like a pinata, you might hit that like stash. There are some bad medium items out there. Let's keep it spicy with the money. So you heal items at +20 heal. I wouldn't say it's the strongest of skills. I generally prefer your damage-based skills, strength, and left-handed, right-handed, that kind of stuff. With no items, I'm leaning towards JJ and potentially finding something to set up the board with. And these are 2 very interesting items. Now, Fixer Upper got changed. I've been seeing on the Discord server a lot of people saying it's still pretty strong. We'll have to see, but what I have noticed is in my Vanessa run, I saw a lot fewer pigs, and I think we only really saw 1 strong Fixer Upper. So it might actually be weaker, considering we're seeing fewer of them. Maybe in this run we'll see a lot more. But I do love myself a Ganja. I think when they buffed it from 5 to 10, it took this to like a really strong item. So, do we try the new Fixer Upper? We've played a fair bit. I've played Fixer Upper in these videos and, out of these videos. So I am a bit bored of Fixer Upper. So we could buff... I don't think Viper is beatable without any items. Kyverdrone has Langjean, but Langjean is not the best synergy with Ganjo, just considering how slow it is. So let's go for a Fanged Inglet. Really want to hit a Fang, because it's a nice fast item. And it will do well with the Ganjo. But we also want to keep an eye out for stuff like bandages, which are items that scale off 2 different types from the Ganjo. We'd also like to see something like a flail with the 3 times multicast, also pretty nice with the Ganjo. So we'd love to see items like that. And if we find those kind of items, I think our first 2 or 3 days are in the bag. So it gives us the skill. I'm not, too disappointed with that. It does scale pretty well as the days go on. And, okay, we go Kina. We look for something like a bandages. Pretty good. And, there we go. Found what we're looking for. So we go bandages. And this is a case where, a bronze succulence isn't too crazy, but normally I would like a bushel. But because of the changes to XP and how we don't hit level 2 on day 1, we're not going to have the space necessarily for the bushel right now. So maybe, you just take the succulents and... yeah, I don't think it's a reroll. But, succulents is okay. It's fairly quick. But... with all this healing, we could be at max health and it doesn't do too much. We just stay max health all the time. The fact that we do have some shielding is okay. But like, let's take the succulents and... bushel. We'll take bushel. Okay. So we are out of... thing. We just gained it 2. I was worried it would cost us, but 2 income is lovely. So I think that's going to be quite a strong event for Pygmalion. Just getting that 2 income now that we get less from monsters. Okay, so yeah, I think we have this one in the bag. He has no scaling, right? Yeah. Golf clubs is just a very slow item. And yeah, golf clubs can be okay if you've got a lot of healing and it's still like day 1, 2, 3. But never the sort of item you want to take into like your last couple fights. It's just very slow at 7 seconds, and I think it doesn't scale as fast as you would like it. He has Yo-Yo, which is pretty interesting. And with the changes to B1, B2, you can get upgrade hammers, which can allow you to duplicate items. So getting multiple Yo-Yos can be spicy. Alrighty. Now, this little furry monster, if you have something like a toy or food, which we do not have, they can give you +1 XP, which is nice. But because they're missing out of that, I think we'll go to middle and see what they got. Okay. A Spiky Shield. It's also got textiles, which is double buffing. So, I mean, Spiky Shield double buffs, but at a slow cooldown. Does give you some offensive capability. But I would have liked to be more established with some more shielding on the board before taking us like a Spiky Shield. So I'm wondering if I lean more towards the textiles. Run that instead of a bushel, we double scale. I think that's better. And I don't think I want to reroll in this position. So we'll place you for double scaling. And yeah. I mean, if we leveled up and we had space, you know, maybe you go a golf club even. With all this healing, but I don't know. Okay, right eye, more gold. I think a right eye is pretty solid. We'll scale nicely as the game goes on. And we'll just give crit to textiles. Then I once again, like I mentioned in the previous video, I don't know exactly what the events look like. But let's familiarize ourselves. So we get a neutral item, or we get 4 gold, or we upgrade the bushel 20 healing. I think let's grab the 4 gold money. It's not too bad. Covetous Thief, can we beat you? I suspect we can. I suspect we'll heal the damage, then we'll start building up a shield. But Shadow Cloak in this position is not doing too much. You would have to pick up some sort of weapon, like a flail, could be pretty nice with the cloak. Or you could just say, let's grab more XP, which that is what I'm leaning towards. So with the Ganjo and the scaling we're doing, this should be a pretty easy fight. They've got like tiny bit of scaling with the barbed wire, but yeah. As long as you know the numbers coming in, you got a 60 damage every 10, and you got 60 healing every 7. Then there's a little bit from barbed wire. You get sort of a feel for this fight, and yep. But Ganjo just doing too much. I almost wonder if taking it to 10 was perhaps too strong. Because besides like the Jabalian longbow, this is maybe my favorite item like day 1. I mean, like a Regal Blade is also good because it gives you direction. So XP would be nice to hit level 3. But we can take all our bronze items to silver at 8 gold. I mean, Succulents likes being silver. Ganjo does like being silver. I think textiles and bandages at silver is not too crazy. And it's a bushel upgrade as well. You know what? I'll do it. Because also one thing I didn't consider on my first video. You upgrade these all for 8 gold. But then when you sell them, they also sell for extra money. So it's kind of the value is baked into the items. So I don't think that's bad at all, you know. What, we get 4 gold from upgrading these. An extra 2 on the Ganjo, 6 gold. And then 1-1. So that is all baked then into the value of the items. Okay, jungle ruins. Maybe income again? I don't think that's a bad idea. Let's do that. Ooh, was that an XP event that I maybe should have taken? Potentially. I was a bit too money hungry and possibly missed a level up. So, ignition core. I don't know about this placement. Is buffing the rocket launcher not better? But yeah, I wonder if this fight could be scary with burn stacking up. It's not stacking up too well. But yeah, I've played a lot of Dooley and I think I would probably take rocket launcher onto the right. And then these 2 items would go on the left. Like, I mean, your copper head on the right does nothing. So yeah, maybe a new Dooley player. And yeah, in my previous video, I did not see much Dooley. Dooley was very strong with the railgun, but it got nerfs on the damage. And they reduced the multicast from 2 to just a single attack. So that also means you charge your core even slower. So yeah, quite rough for Dooley. We'll have to see if he has maybe some other builds, but ignition is quite strong early. You maybe just have to find something to pivot to as the days go on. Let's go to Sylvia, 16 gold. We could take a look at stuff. I don't think I'm interested in taking bushel even higher. I think it's an item that is a bit tricky to run in the late game. You maybe want something like a duct tape tents, maybe shield the bushel. It can be late game viable, but I don't think it's sort of a guarantee. You know, there's also crook, but crook builds are a bit boring. It does give us direction, but I don't know. I kind of feel like playing something else right now. I kind of enjoy scaling up a Regal Blade or a dog a bit more than just finding a crook and going medium. But I do think we want to hit some sort of... what can I call it? Some sort of piece that we can move into the mid and late game. You know, taking a silk is an option, upgrading it at level 4. I've been having some fun with silk. So it's in the question, but let's grab a spiky shield. Just with all the Ganjo scaling, we might be able to build up enough shield for the spiky to start hurting. And is it silk? Is it silk? Well, what else would we upgrade at level 4, you know? I think let's grab the silk. If it's a bad purchase, you know, we just sell it for 2. It's not the biggest waste. But it could take our level 4 upgrade. And I think I'm leaning towards eccentric. Shouldn't be... Although we don't clear the shield that well. We're a bit slow to punch back and break the shield, so... But yeah, maybe with the Ganjo scaling, it's okay. Okay, shield broken. Okay, that's probably a good sign. And silk force field, maybe. What else? Rigged, fantastic skill, so... Let's see what we get. I mean, even a barbed wire I'm okay with, considering 3 shielding items. So it is the goggles, probably one of my least favorite from this fight. We are nicely going to be hitting level 4. 12 gold. What are we looking at? So we upgrade the silk, but the silk is still going to be pretty low shielding, so it's not that great, to be honest. I might prefer to run a bushel over that. Quixel. I mean, this is value for when we upgrade silk, so I'll take it. You could maybe do piggles if we win the fight and we get some little guys to sell. But at 4 gold with our current bank, don't think we're re-rolling here. And do we maybe look for a fight or do we check Midsworth? I am leaning towards a fight. So let's do that. I think at 11 income we're pretty okay. We got Hell Billy, the deadly crooner. And I think we kill you, eh? I think we scale our Ganjo better than you do. But yeah, we could maybe upgrade textiles. Not the best upgrade. Ganjo would be nice. But Ganjo is definitely the kind of item that excels at bronze, and when you look at the time frames of when it's diamond, it's not as, you know, powerful relative to the rest of the board, relative to your opponents. So I'm usually like, okay, day 1 we found a bronze Ganjo, I'm like super happy. Whereas with day 3, oh, our upgrade Ganjo, oh, we actually lost that. What the heck? I was chatting so much, I did not actually have a look at how the fight was going. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm guessing he was just clearing our shields and Spiky was not able to hit back nicely. And yeah, level 4, only real upgrade is the scarf. Would there be something we prefer to run? You could maybe argue bushel, but considering that I want to have like some fat shields, healing is kind of a bit counterintuitive to that, because let's say you have 200 shield, your heals might be doing nothing. So I think we're fine on the healing department. Let's just bring the silk up to a little bit. And no need to sell the bushel right now, so yeah. I should warn you. I am like other Jabonians. So Dooley with a pulse rifle, weaponized core. Okay, is your pulse rifle damage gonna be good enough? I mean, plus 15 onto the rifle. Although, what happened to your placement, sir? I think he got maybe a bit too focused on the power sander. And broke his adjacency with the army knife. I think if he had the plus 3 multicast, we are absolutely gone. But yes, I am once again forgetting my right eye. A bit of an oopsie on my part. I think I prefer that over this. And we get a Piggles X, which is pretty slow scaling, especially at bronze. I find myself preferring like the left-right Piggles. Heal and regen items. Do we just go to that? Yeah, sure. Hogwash is interesting. Perhaps a bit too early for a hogwash. But it is an item that I want to build around. And see if I can get going. It just does not feel right in this spot. Maybe take a crystal bonsai. If we have an early fight, it might gain plus value. And worst case, it gives us some extra shielding on the scarf. I'm a huge fan of the economic seminar, so let's do that. And yeah, it gave us essentially 16 gold. But Landscraper is going to scale even more. Yeah, quite a slow item. I don't know if... Do people actually rock this? I think it's maybe too slow. Okay, Hydro, as the fight goes on, builds a lot of crit and gets a bit scary with how hard he hits. Whereas our two friends on the side here are a lot easier to fight. We don't really do ammo stuff that often on a Pygmalion. So maybe we just go for Brawler. And, you know, Haste Potion was nerfed. But maybe it's still okay. I do think I would run a multi-tool. Potentially. Some crit is decent. When your haste shield 10 is... I think that's only crazy if you go like a Armadillo build that could do cool stuff. Okay, do we have any tools? We do not. We will hit level 5. I think that's also something I should have factored into my fight. Maybe risk it a bit more if it ensures a level up, but we'll hit level 5. Gumballs is one option. Spend 10 gold, you get 80 shielding on the scarf. Got a lot of money. These two are potential late game items. Pickle's right, giving crit. I don't think it's strong enough to replace these little guys. Oh, I should have run the bonsai, definitely. I knew I was forgetting something in my inventory. You know, it's either you go Gumballs for some scaling now, or you maybe potentially look for the upgrade. And I'm leaning towards trying to find an upgrade. At bronze, I think you guys are too slow. Cash register is a maybe. I think cash register over a bushel in the inventory is better. And there's our scarf upgrade. Very nice. So that was like my thinking going into the shop. It's like, yeah, we could take the Gumballs for some strength now. But if we were to hit the upgrade, it would feel really good. Then a textiles upgrade I'm not a big fan of because it's 20 extra shielding for 8 money, which is not that great. So I'm going to pass on that. And chocolates or Midsworth. So I'm trying to think what I'm really looking for. I think we're solid on our board right now. As the days go on and gold items start appearing, you know, I might go to a Midsworth, look for a gold fort. Because then we can multicast these two. And them being kind of slowed down an extra second is not a big deal. Whereas slowing down our opponent with a fort is quite a big deal. So, 4% crit is something you would keep. Can be run later into the game. If we win a fight, we would get 3 items. So, but we need to make space for chocolates. I didn't think of the chocolates. So I think the Landscraper goes. It's a bit sad to take it out so early though. And I'll grab chocolates just for some silk value. As the days go on, I probably want to swap the pickles in for like a succulents. Because the crit might be more valuable on the scarf. And yeah, I think I'm happy with this.
My training is about letting go of what holds you down.
We hit a level up, so we can buff the shielding for 30. Yeah. When you use a property adjacent, if I grab this early, it's usually with like an ATM. Low 3-second cooldown, and it can give crit to adjacent. But we don't have any properties, and right now I don't think it's property angle. A large item is a maybe, but I don't think it's guaranteed in a build like this. So you could maybe just take the more boring, safe option of 30 shield. Which I think I'll do. And what I'll do here is sacrifice the crit on the textiles. Crit on the silk staff is still good. but we put the 30 shield on a fast item. So, that sounds good.
My people believe in peace. Boring.
We got a pig. He might be in a weak stage.
See these tough
He is fixer-upper. He's got a Ganjo to boost that Lotl, so if the fight goes too long, this will start hurting. I think he has potential to outscale us with that item. It's getting fast. Come on. Oof, and a crit is not something you want to see. So yeah, now that it's at 1 second, I think it's overs. I mean, does the sandstorm save us? It does not. Very close for the textiles going off. Alrighty, Midsworth. Do we have mediums to sell? We do not. But I think we can still go look. Hog's Wash coming again. 1 gold for 12 shielding, I'll take it. And 2 gold for 12 shielding, I think is also okay. And I think I'll just leave the shop. Yeah, these two I'm probably not interested in, so we'll grab a boomerang. Although the Regal, but the Regal has a little bit counter synergy with the Silk Scarf, so if it was a silver dog, I think I go with this. But yeah, I mean, it is it's interesting because but like Silk Scarf is gold. I think you just have to go with the scarf. Sold by you, you're free, and you also give us some skating on the scarf. Bronze boomerang, not too bad. Do we reroll here? Maybe like a briefcase we get, or... Okay, nothing here. We'll get rid of you, and then we'll see what kind of fight we're in. Okay, so I think the shielding means the Gorgon Noble's easy to take out. Could go that route for 1 extra XP. The Duelist with the damage skill is alright, you know, but it's not really the kind of thing we're interested in. You've got Infernal Envoy, where they've got the cooldown reduction skill. That's quite nice. But the fight is a bit trickier with the burn coming out. So I'm wondering if we are strong enough to beat the Noble like so. Maybe like so. Because now we get the loot item. It is a bronze loot item, but it's something. I suspect we're strong enough. And I think I maybe had some coins to sell. I probably should have sold the coins just to make this a little bit safer. But yeah, they don't hit too hard to break our shield, so Spiky Shield can do some work in this fight. The poison is something to watch out for, but doesn't come in too quickly. Okay, we get XP, and I was worried I didn't have enough space for what I was getting. Okay, we'll hit level 6, very nice. I think it's Economic Seminar. Our Silver Rewards card, very nice. So you are definitely out. And it's like so. And you into you. Do we get silver loot? We do. I don't want to get rid of the pickles, but... Maybe we just get rid of Mr. Pickles now. Grab a silver tier loot. Got a lot of money. Do you want to try sell it? So I'm definitely going to this shop. Chocolates are also good for 60 shielding, but we could hit like a Lupe here,
Come on in.
which could be insane. Could take the globe, but our inventory is a bit stacked. Okay, if we grab a globe, we might waste one with the piggles. But I think maybe sacrificing the piggles and getting the globe is better.
See ya.
Or reroll, expensive, but there are cool things to hit. So I'm not the biggest fan of a gold cash register. And the reason is you got to pay 8 gold to level it up. And instead of getting silver coins, you get gold coins. So you're getting 2 extra gold for this. So it takes 4 days for this to pay off. And in that time, due to like inventory constraints, you might actually just want to sell it. So given how long it takes to give value back, I'm not a big fan of taking this to gold. I'll take you for the shield 34. And stopwatch is a nice item if you have a club. But I don't think we can really take it for a possible club. So yeah. Fighting a dually. Very big burn ignition could be scary.
Noticed? I'm huge.
What else might we be scared of? Okay, it looks like very weapon based. A drill. Okay, so not a lot of status effects for the drill. You are a crit core, okay. So we have the scaling, they have some scaling, but this is the nerfed alpha ray, which doesn't feel too great, to be honest. So I think we're okay. I think drill is definitely a suspect pick in a build like this. Do you like a GPU? Especially if you have something like a ray where you care about your core going off often, but yeah. I mean, my strat with alpha rays, when alpha ray was pre-nerfed, was I would almost never have items to the right of the core, just because I want the core to go off as much as possible to get the alpha ray damage. But with the nerfed alpha ray, I don't know what the best course of action is. Okay, looking good. Getting closer to level 10 with Enchants, and we'll see what that opens up. Go to Barcoon, get some value. Ooh, that is lovely. And that is probably... That is very nice. Okay. So what goes? What goes? I think these two go, and Fort is in. So let's do that. Fort, you're in. Now we get multicast on these two, and we slow down our opponent. Ganjo is not doing too much, so I'm wondering if Belt comes in. Belt, fantastic item as the game goes on. However, it's not like an item that that really gives us, you know, more power on these two. If we were going like a double whammy, if we're going a Lion Cane, we really care about the max health, T-set, Hogwash. So I'm wondering if having some skating is good, but we do kind of nerf our items a bit.
This is a gift at any price.
Like, upgrading the Ganjo is also some sort of consideration. I mean, the fact that you multicast means we don't really need bandages. Belt. Like with a fort, you probably don't want double whammy. You could go with some sort of icy club. I think icy club would maybe appreciate a belt. My gut feeling is not to take this. But this is okay.
On behalf
We'll do
of
that.
the Grand Society of Mister. Anyway.
And now we have sort of a late game build set up, so we can focus on strengthening it up. Now, chocolates gives us 60, but because it's multicast, it's 120 of these chocolates. 25 gold isn't a crazy amount, so problem is you run out of inventory space. Do we sacrifice the globe? I think I prefer getting the money because of Silk Scarf. So I think we have to get rid of you. Maybe Boomerang was better to cut. Get rid of you. We'll grab some chocolates. I'll take silver. And yeah. Strong enough to fight Infernal? It's suspect. Like, I really don't want to lose. Mosquito Wings is also kind of because you care about the fort multicast. But you can maybe just put on the Spiky Shield so it's closer to the Silk Scarf. I think let's play it safe. Because Infernal might take 2 or 3 hits from this. Although we take the 900, we hit back. Okay, I think we could have actually cleared the Infernal. I kind of forgot we double dipping, so we double on you, which also double hits here. So I think we can play on the Spiky Shield, right? You're not going to break. 8.5. Okay, you're still fine. And upgrade something from silver to gold. Oh, we should have put Boomerang in that fight. The amount of times I forget about you. It's probably Boomerang for better loot, yeah. And, you know, you improve the odds that you find the upgrade. Do we grab XP? Do we grab max health? Let's go XP. We'd like to hit a chance quite soon. Pity we don't have like a business card, but we go Goldie. I mean, there's upgrades. And there's bootstraps. It could be a while until the bootstraps is upgraded, but hitting these is also pretty nice. So I think we go bootstraps. And yeah, a fort build does not really care for these other items. This is more when you go crook or like a pig's gym kind of setup here. Definitely want to look to replace bandages with something more interesting. I know a small item that slots really well into this build is spices. Because with the 8-second cooldown, goes up to 9, but then, you know, it multi-casts. So your Spiky Shield can hit like a truck. So they're running the new fiber optics. When you use the leftmost, charge the rightmost. Oh, your little freezer doesn't work. Pity. When you use your leftmost, charge your rightmost. Why do you want to keep charging your pistol? I'm confused. I would have maybe chose something else. But yeah, that fight went pretty well. I think with us getting fort, it's like such a big power spike. And hopefully we can take it to 10 without too much difficulty. We can grab 80 max health here, but that's like so whatever. So we'll go for the rewards card value as well. We'll buff up at truffles because you kind of get some extra value when you put it with a rewards card. It really helps your money because you're buffing up the value of this, and then when you sell it, it also gives value to an item. For example, like a spare change and... Yeah. Okay, don't care about you. And enough money to reroll. These are pretty good. I mean, we maybe can't keep the truffles actually for that much longer. What I'll do is... Ugh, it's a bit awkward. What am I trying to buff here? Oh, sorry. I'll do ATM. Get rid of you. We'll put the boomerang in now so I don't forget. And we'll take a safe. And this is to buff up the silk. And I probably should have held one of those coins. I mean, you're probably going sooner. Yeah. Go to Isla. Get some value, but... To be honest, maybe we shouldn't have gone to the shop. Just because we don't really get... Ooh! I changed my mind. This is the exact shop we were supposed to go to. And yeah, looking good, looking good. Turtle. I think we beat Turtle. Can't clear our shields. And I don't think you guys have anything we want. Turtle, I think your skill is pretty nice. 4 below health, shield a ton. And then that helps the spiky shield. We also want to keep an eye out for the skill that says when you start the fight, get like shield equal to, I don't know, 20-35% of your max health. Quite nice with the spiky shield. Could take shielding specific skills, but I don't know if there's anything in particular we're looking for. So I'll just go straight gold. But what I find with Pygmalion is a lot of your skills are not like gonna blow you away. For each property, I mean, that's a property. If we just take +2 income, it's very boring. And re-rolling at 6 is quite heavy. Let's just take the income. Chocolates gives essentially 120. Do have to make space for it. Which means cash register has to go? Don't like getting rid of cash register. You can look at it as 4 income plus scarf value. So maybe the shop is better, to be honest. In the shop you can find a silk upgrade maybe. Better mediums to fit in here. So there's a hammock, but I don't think it works properly with Fort. So not you guys. The booty's upgraded. Oh goodness, forgot to sell you guys. But we will grab a safe. They also changed cargo shorts, so it's not like gonna give us tons of stuff to sell. Oh, we stole an upgrade. Could have upgraded rewards card, could have upgraded cash register. The dilemma of playing with that item. And at the start of the day, your properties gain plus value. You know, we're not value based, and our inventory is kind of full. So I will pass on that. Curio, I think we definitely go to just to get scarf value. I will sell you. Let's make space. And definitely taking these ones. I would take it to... We don't slow, correct? Yeah. Okay, we're going to take you. Although we don't have many items we're selling. So it would just be scarf for 3 gold. We also need to be careful. Like in someone's haste, you might have feathered there. but that would break the multicast on the silk scarf, so can't buy the feather. We take the spider, we take the gloves.
See that, Vandal?
Really need to replace you with something. 2 gold, sure.
Doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
And 3 gold, sure. Let's just try and maximize our strength. But yeah, the ganja needs to go, the bandages need to go. Would love to find some sort of haste. Maybe some hasting items.
Boring.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
What are we looking at? An interesting runic double bow shattered cloak build. Cannonade I've tried several times, but
Defeat does not defeat
never
me.
been able to really utilize it properly. I think it maybe still needs more buffs. Yeah, but Silk's getting up nicely. It's probably our enchant target. It really wants us to get these chocolates. I think we have to be honest. So, I'm sorry, cash register. Also just makes your life easier when you have to do bootstraps. Bootstraps is at 38, so buying all these gumballs won't break it. We get 3% crits. That's very nice on your first 5. You're going to average out on 2.5% crit, so getting more than that is always lovely. And the new dragon fight. We got an upgrade hammer. Upgrade your bronze. Might be a while before that does something. Although, it might get upgraded with bootstraps? Ooh. Potentially you sell out of bandages then. Like, bandages is not doing too much. And it could be cool. Yeah, bandages is really not contributing to the thing. So I think upgrading this is interesting. Okay, we got the dragon. Let's see what the dragon has. So they got that skill I've heard a lot about. When you use a medium, one of your others get plus 15, which can be huge. And there's a lot of, like, crazy synergies. Okay, we one-shot him. And I've also seen people cook with this item. Double the burn of an item for the fight. It's a bit slow at 11. And when you use burn or use a dragon, charge this too. So, interesting stuff. We get the fire claw, which is probably not going to be a run for anything. Yeah, we're not a burn-centric build. Let's go JJ. And... do we grab ATM? Yeah, hopefully it doesn't steal the upgrade. It didn't. Rewards card took it, which is nice. Would still like to upgrade that hammer. Because we might be able to get it to upgrading a gold item. Could upgrade the bootstraps, actually. Yeah. Although we'd have to take it to diamond, upgrade a gold. We'll see what we do. Okay, I think Pinata's fine for silk value. So let's get rid of the fire claw. Buy you, reroll.
Enjoy your purchase.
Tense. So no healing. And I mean, with a fort in play, you probably don't want tense as well. Okay, Pearl is interesting to look for a small item to go in here, or a medium here, or potentially move both out and run in some sort of large. So I mean, Bunker, you just take 20% less damage. That does something compared to these not really, doing too much. But I mean, it's kind of boring. Bunker's pretty boring item. Atomic Lock. It's a medium that does something. Flashbang at... if we get this to a diamond fort, I mean, it might be just flashbang over the hammer. That is cool. And we also strengthen the power of the flashbang effectively with running a fort, because their cooldowns get higher. So like slow really hurts on those long cooldown items. Okay, slow is not really something we're interested in because we are so slow. So we're not going to be applying slow that often. So I think we would rather grab artist, and I'm going to put it on the silk. We got ourselves a poison silk. So we had a run recently with the fiery silk, and now we're multi-casting a poison one. That is very spicy. This Dooley should watch out. But hopefully in saying that, I'm not jinxing myself. What do you got? So you're a heavy bulldozer. Balloon bots. I think was buffed. Because it only used to use like an adjacent... like an adjacent weapon you gain shield. Now I think it's any weapon. Yeah, not a strong build, yeah. But we are kind of cooking with our one, so... hard to really judge them, but... there's... yeah, looked pretty weak. And let's rather put value on the ATM, because the ATM is probably going to be sold soon. Oh, I could grab Piggy Bank for selling a few coins for the scarf. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll buy, sell you. Let's just get rid of ATM now for the space.
You're a smart one for your size.
There are spices, so I think Ganjo actually goes, because I like the flashbang. Spices in, multi-casts. Gonna buff our Spiky Shield to some crazy numbers. So we can run the Bonsai, actually. Oh. What got upgraded? The hammer. Okay. Happy with that. It's the, like, 50th time I forgot that we have the bootstraps. So we sell marbles. Ew. We can't really get chocolates right now, can we? Let's just go to Kina.
With no weapons?
And... marbles is not too bad. But we are quite a slow build, so probably not marbles. Got enough space to sell you. And want any of these? Lemonade stand's not too bad, but quite a full inventory. I mean, the gold one. Just for some more piggles. It's not too bad. Yeah, let's just buy it for skill, for the scarf.
I'm glad you bought this.
And the Death Knight. Do we beat you taking out items? I think we do. Like, once the scarf goes off twice, 200 poison, you should be cooked. Is there any other reason to fight these guys? Cooldown reduction can break the build, so we want to avoid cooldown. That, what's it, Blood Reef Captain? Got a cooldown skill, so we don't really want that. Okay, we absolutely demolished the... that dude. Okay, weapon skills or pig skills. I mean, pig has like the thing where you sell a medium, you get chocolates or something. So we could cut our weapons and focus just on silk, but Spiky Shield does a lot. And we have spices, so I don't think we want to go the reduced cooldown. It also, I'm forgetting, breaks the build. Properties have crits. Fort's not really doing much, and yeah, that's not really anything interesting. When you use a property, adjacents gain crit chance. It's okay. It does multicast. Yeah, I think just give me a bit of crit. And we'll sell you.
You'll learn more from one day in
It
the
should
Bazaar
give like,
than
what,
a
20%
decade
crit?
in academia.
And let's start plonking in our little babies. And yeah, Goldie. Do you want to fill in this last spot? With... What do we put in here? We could sell some golds. Let's sell you right now. Yeah, we have so much money. Let's just try and buff the silk up. Just for a little bit more strength. Spiky goes to silver. That's okay. It had to happen eventually. Business card we'll take. But yeah. I think that's what we're running. We'll do that. And yeah, I think I'm happy with this. You are taking rightmost, which is good. And yeah, we're feeling very strong right now, so... This shop I usually love to go to for cooldown reduction, but we don't want cooldown reduction, so... It is probably Barcoon.
Oh, hello. I mean,
Ooh,
welcome to my business.
Gumball Machine at Diamond, I think is pretty good. Would we take Spiky? So what are you upgrading? You could only upgrade Spiky, so it's probably pointless, right?
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
Cool stuff. Is it just that? Yeah. Looks good. Spiky will eventually be taken to gold. Would we reroll? Could do. Lion's Cane, you'd need a diamond fort and like a belt, but not really the angle we want. Another dually. Let's see what interesting build you've cooked up. How are you looking, Mr. Dooley? So you're a solar farm burning build. With a healing lance, heal equal to 10 times this burn. Well, you don't really scale burn, do you? Unlucky, sir. But yeah, bit of a strange one also. Maybe they didn't have an ignition core, there was some other core. Okay, by spending money on the gumball machine, we took Spiky to gold. Upgrade hammer, do we care about that? Huh. Level 13 upgrades definitely going to bootstraps. I mean, we could be upgrading the hammer. Let's try it out. So wait, do you actually upgrade or do you give me a hammer? Alright. I thought he gives a hammer. Have I misunderstood? So we could go... Do we go look for a diamond fort? Probably. I think the extra second on our opponent hurts them more. Can multicast the flashbang. So let's do that. Sell you. And unfortunately a miss on that. So... Level up, grab... Probably will sell you. Grab the loot. And max ammo on spices or flashbang. Probably not going to matter, but I think spices is staying for a very long time. Let's take you guys out, put you in, just for the loot. And do we go for the ice guy? Do we go value? We don't care about value. Crit could be nice. At the start of the fight, freeze. No, we don't really like that too much. So let's go boss Harrow. And he's got gold keen eye, which is nice. That's probably the one I want. Strength is kind of whatever with this sort of build.
Tell your bosses. They're gonna pay for this.
And we got poison, which is usually not doing something, but thankfully doing something in this build. And what am I buffing up on value? And we'll just buff up the grappling hook. Sadly, inventory is too full to go to chocolates, so...
You're huge. Do you have
Oh, we get the diamond bootstraps without having to
size, and then there's boring size.
use our level 13. So that is lovely.
The Grand Society of blah blah blah. Bye.
Then we'll buy you...
Fine.
Do we buy the textures? Textiles? I think we can.
Buy from Barcoon instead. He asked for
And you need 9 more gold. Pickles, sure. Okay, it upgraded Pickles to diamond. It's still, like, keepable. But, gosh, this is a fat inventory. I am struggling to, contain these items. 200 hit points is... Nah.
Do you have any really small?
We could look in there, but we need to sell something.
My mother.
We need to sell 2 things if we want to look in the box. Maybe... This is maybe a controversial thing, but let's get rid of... Boomerang? Yeah, let's get rid of Boomerang.
Quixel or Mitchell.
And my thinking of getting rid of Boomerang is...
I'll never resell this.
we don't like the feathers and the insect wings, which are usually like my favorite item to get from them. So, buff you, and we'll plonk you and you at least do something. You could maybe do Pickles, actually. That sounds better. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Can charge up the spices. It goes off like another time. That's crazy. And a reroll, sure, we got a lot of money. There is the diamond fort. So I think we do it. Because... Perfect, 24. The slow is going to hurt them. It's going to hurt them a lot. And I'm wondering at... What do we upgrade at 13? Maybe the hammer? Huh. I mean, we've got like everything diamond that we want now. Okay, we are cooking on this build.
You should
Fort
know,
Silk
I'm a
Spiky
bit of
Shield. It's like
legend
it's a
hunter.
classic pig build in these past couple months. It's becoming like a staple kind of build. Okay, damage very fast, but now it's our turn.
Next time, boys.
18k.
Less plunder, more plunder.
Got 9,700 damage on the Spiky Shield. Did a total of 28,000. Damn. Too full for chocolates, I think. Pickles X. I don't think we do Pickles. I think like a flashbang is cooler than Pickles. So sorry, Pickles.
The smaller proportions, the finer.
We surprisingly actually want you for your
Come in small boxes.
main item. Abacus. We're actually running a bit low on money. Might have to sell the rewards card soon. Although that's a bit controversial.
That money can't buy class had neither.
And yeah, middle.
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. All about
Sell you. Yeah, sure, buy you. Reroll.
But people thought it was weird.
Belts. Don't care about belts. Sell you so you don't steal an upgrade. Okay, what do we upgrade now? Maybe we just take a skill, honestly. Like, none of these upgrades are too crazy.
I am not a warrior.
I mean, pig skills are also pretty rubbish, but maybe we find something. No. Yeah. Sadly, these don't really do anything. Void Colossus, I think we are... Yeah, we take you. Don't really care about these other guys. We slow down your eye a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get to blow something up. Oh, so you multicast off the single ammo. Okay. That's cool. So I get 8 seconds of slow because of that.
Too far to let you stop me.
Sorry, Pickles, you're not staying. And we hit 14 before the fight, which is lovely. We will take Gumballs. And yeah, I sadly got to do it manually. Let's just check the goal on you. 43, so it's gonna... 44. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So then we sell everything. And it upgrades the flashbang. Not bad. And yeah. We'll put some money on the upgrade hammer, I guess. Go to JJ. And do we force an upgrade? Probably not. Like, the upgrades don't do anything, to be honest. We'll take the monocle for the scarf and diamond rewards card. I think I'm just happy to keep it like it is. Take our diamond skill. We don't have 7, we have 6. First time you lose a large adjacent, gain 25% crit. Okay, that does something. So I think I'll just take that. Okay, potential final fight. Let's see if we beat them.
Noticed I'm huge?
Go ahead. Underestimate me.
What do you got? You got some nice cooldown. Lots of diamond skills. Alacrity. Are you critting? Interesting fight. Your slow is quite annoying. With how slow my items are. But now I've returned the favor on the slow. I've poisoned you for 700. And I hit you for 67,000 damage. That's lovely. Yowzers. One hit 67,000. It didn't even get to multicast because it crit. Could have been 130,000 damage. Wow. So that was quite a run, huh? So this started off with some, decent healing, a Ganjo. We picked up a Silk at level 3 with the idea that it's going to be our upgrade at level 4. We went to a shop and we were able to get it to gold. That was a bit lucky, I would say. And yeah, from there we added in a Spiky Shield. Obviously, a late game piece that is fantastic with this is Fort, which we managed to find fairly easily. We got some bootstraps, which did a few upgrades. We got Diamond Gumball Machine, really nice. And yeah, some Spices was doing work. Pickles, I think, also was contributing quite a lot with making Spices go off twice. Yeah, it went off twice. So yeah, we cooked on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the run. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about Pig. It's got, yeah, a lot of strength with Silk Scarf. I think I maybe underrated this when I started the channel. But with these new enchants, it's just added a lot more strength to the item. And it plays into just, you can run a regular scarf build, you could run a Fort scarf build. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll check you in the next video. Peace.